Oh, Alejandro. All right. All right. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Forgive us, man. We running a little late. We doing some Alejandro stuff right now.
That's a good thing then.
That festival.
The man of the hour, Mr. Dowdy. What did it say?
Oh, Mr. Doubtful.
Yeah.
Doubtfield.
Yeah, y'all probably.
I can't see. I gotta get some glasses, man. I'm running low. Hey man, y'all welcome, man. Welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. And we tune in every Wednesday at 8:30. We on YouTube. So y'all go over YouTube, subscribe, like the videos, share the videos, do all that good stuff for us, man. So this is what we're doing this week, man. Imposter syndrome, man. I don't know if y'all know, but everybody has a little bit of imposter syndrome. I know some solid people in this world, but they still have some doubts about certain things. They still procrastinate about certain things, and they still, think somebody's watching them for some reason. It's like, come on now, man. Ain't nobody even studying you. I don't like what Steve Harvey said, fake it till you make it, because that's definitely imposter syndrome, because I'm not going to be nothing that I ain't every day. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is going to be a great topic, man. It's going to be a great show because we got some great information to pass on to you guys. And welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Y'all know the panel, the Mr. Michael. We got Coach KD and Mr. Doubtful.
At least he
Yeah, my man come up with a different name every week. Boy, I tell you the truth. Mr. Doubtful, go on start us off with some of this good information, man.
Well, greetings, gentlemen. How you doing tonight? Hello, Facebook and YouTube world. Had a great day, had a great week, had a great life. I woke up this morning. You feel me? So
that is.
I love the topic because believe it or not, like 70% of the people, they actually suffered with, imposter syndrome and not knowing it. And along with that, most people that have ADHD, that kind of go along with it because, I had ADHD. I say I have like past tense because like you can look at it in two different forms. Like either you're just lazy or you're just overactive. I know how I was in school. So I don't like taking pills. I don't like taking medicine. So it's almost like I just grew out of it. Kind of like with the same thing, dealing with the subject tonight. I had taken a couple of notes that we're going to get into a little bit later. But let's get with it, man. How you doing, Coach KD?
What's going on, man? It's truly wonderful to be in the land of the living. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great to see you guys. Another week. It's the Elite Mancast, and we doing what we do. I like the topic, imposter syndrome. We know some. You've been some, and some of you still some.
Absolutely.
But as you break it down, man, some of it you still got, some of it you want to kind of step away from, one thing that I know that I had that I stepped away from was the self-doubt. I'm not going to doubt myself. I'm going to, definitely believe in myself and make it do what it do at all times and whatever I strive to do, so that's what it's going to be. But as we go through this topic, we're going to give you some pointers on how to recognize imposter syndrome, some of the characteristics of it, and how to move from that place. So I'm glad to be here on this Wednesday, every Wednesday at 8:30. So what you got, Big Mike?
What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm just glad to be able to be on the show live. I was cutting. I made it. Now, the imposter syndrome. Keith hit on part of what I was going to say because a lot of people got that fake it till you make it attitude. Problem is, you faking it so much that when you do make it, now you worry. Somebody's going to find out I'm an imposter. That's where that imposter syndrome comes from. Thing is, you got to look back on your achievements and say, hey, I did that. and just go on with it. Accept it for what it is. Ain't no need of doubting yourself once you made it.
Right.
Go on and get into it.
Yeah, man, because that's a lot of things when we say, like, you got people who praying for stuff, or who's well, I say some people pray by begging when they not understanding. They should be more commanding of their life instead of, oh God, please give me this, and God, please give me that. When you do that, you don't never get anything that you're looking for, because you are trying to be something that he's not going to give you anything that you don't deserve, and all this and that. But at the same time, you have some people who will put on the clothes, who will look the part, but not actually living the part. So social media has made a lot of people become that imposter syndrome. You're thinking that they have it all together. You're thinking they know their craft. You're thinking they know everything about what they're doing, when all it is, they're reading off a script. They haven't did the homework. They haven't did any research on anything. They just heard somebody say something. Now I'm gonna repeat it, and then I'm gonna be famous like them. And it's like, you can't do that in life. That's what the teacher gave you homework for. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have homework throughout life. See, a lot of people feel like I'm losing in life because I lost a girlfriend, I lost a boyfriend, I lost this car. You don't lose, you learn. So once we start learning that we don't lose, we learning, you got to take these situations and grow from them, not go through them and be stuck in them. You have to grow from that situation to understand that life is what it is. Life is what you make it, as we all know. You know what I'm saying? Great evening, Kiki. But life is definitely what you make it, because if you continue to carry yourself in the shadows of your fake personality or your fakeness, and your clothes or your cars or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna forever be that dude or that female who nobody's really gonna respect at the end of the day, because once they find out, and that's your whole point of you keep on trying to facade it, because you're scared that they're gonna find out. That's a lot of people on social media right now.
Yeah. You touched on something big, man, when you said about we begging in the prayer and all that. You must have a declarative prayer, where you declare and decree that it is so. And that's what I talk about a lot of times. You want to see yourself down the road. You must have vision, and know that's, direction, vision and direction. All of that counts for something, and, sabotaging your success and having setting unrealistic expectations. Sometimes I heard someone say before that you lessen your expectations, raise your acceptance, and lessen your expectations. So I don't, I don't know about that, so because I want to be able to expect what I want out of something. I want to expect that I'm gonna be great. I want to expect that. You get what I'm saying? So it's not so unrealistic when you know the procedure to go through to get there. So that's the part you say about doing your homework, and doing your research and self-evaluating, believing in yourself, So as we move forward in life, you want to continue to work, but one of the topics, one of the characteristics that got me was that burnout. Did y'all see that one? Burnout is one of the characteristics of imposter syndrome, and that's like a thin line for me, because I work hard. I naturally work hard because that's how I was raised. My dad, the man don't work, he don't eat. We all know I like to eat, so. What I'm saying is the burnout, I guess there's a time you got to know when to take a break. When to take a break. You got to know when to not go so hard. It's like balance. So that's what I'm learning today. I must have a balance of work and play, and so I won't be burned out. And I must say, I learned it because this year I went on four vacations, one for every season. So you can't say I'm burned. So when I get
Let's go, man. Let's go.
when I get to a point and I'm working hard, it's because I'm already rested.
Absolutely. Like that you said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Another thing that get burnt out is bacon. I was doing some research, and bacon is banned in 160 countries.
Wow. Banned.
Yeah, most of the Muslim countries.
Yeah.
They don't eat
Wow.
pork.
That's big.
Yeah. 100.
So they don't even sell it?
Nah.
Well, I can't go to that country yet.
I know. I'm gonna let you know where they at.
Come on, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
You're gonna be trying to
But
smoke
say,
it.
man, I like when Coach said something about vision, though. I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe. I think I shared it with a couple of y'all. But he was like, when you don't have a vision, you shouldn't even have a woman. You got a lot of men out here who don't even know exactly where they're going in life, and they's talking about, oh, I got 5 women. How can you lead them to anything? And then that's when you get them women who say all men are alike. No, you keep picking a man with no vision. You keep picking a man who ain't going nowhere. So why do you think that, oh, because he got this fly clothes on? I know a lot of suckers who got money.
Wow.
They straight square, man. I know a lot of dudes running around here looking the part, but they couldn't lead a woman to the store, man. For real.
Wow.
They got that imposter syndrome down so packed to where they feel like, man, I'm the dude, man. I'm all this and that. It's like, bro, where are you going, though, with this?
Yeah.
That's like the drug dealers back in the day. You knew, okay, I'm going to sell this right. The ones who was really on their business. I'm going to sell this right here. Boom. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to go buy this laundromat. Or I'm going to go buy this, you know what I'm saying, this car lot. I'm selling this just to get to this next phase in life. But then you got these new clowns. Oh, I'm going to do all these Molly's and Percocets because Future said so.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's going on now. You got more dope fiends than you got drug dealers, man.
Right, they're getting off their own product.
Everybody want to do drugs, but nobody wants to be the person who gets away from that, who don't do what the in crowd do, who don't do the, oh, I got on Gucci, I got on Lucci. Man, who care about an ice necklace, man? What is that going to come? What kind of value? Anything that you put diamonds in, remember this, y'all, anything you put diamonds in, it loses value. If the diamond is not by itself on the ground, whatever, it loses value.
Right.
Wow, that's good.
Any car you roll off the car lot loses value.
Yep.
So think of it like this right here. When you being somebody that you not genuinely are, you lose value. Scared to do it differently. Come on, Kiki.
Yep.
Scared to do it differently. I like that.
Wow.
And that's where a lot of people get caught trying to impress. They trying to impress, and that's when
you better know it.
Fear comes in. You're trying to impress other people against something that you're not. But then when it comes down to it, you get exposed.
Yeah.
So now they got all kind of problems. They got heart problems. They're scared. Got hypertension, everything, just because they're scared of somebody finding out who they really are.
Yeah. And it seems like it'll be more work dealing with that because now you got to pretend to be yourself and then pretend to be the other person too. It's almost like you live 2 lives. So, I mean, if you live in 2 lives, might as well die faster.
Yeah.
Your heart over time. So,
yeah.
They say when it comes to manifesting your life, like manifesting your future, you're supposed to be delusional. But these people not even manifesting their future. They're just delusional, period. Like, I'm that dude, but you really ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
They posting and posting. And you see right through it. That's like my family. They putting piles of money up, posting it. What did it say? Something like type yes, and God will give you this, just to be your blessing. And all of them broke. Ain't trying to do that. What more of an imposter can you be?
Yeah. I laugh every time I see people.
Wow.
Yep, that's it, man.
No, man, it's gotta get to a point to where you want to at least learn you a trade, learn you something in life to where that's yours and you can claim it as your own. You know,
Right.
it's like when you keep on following people. Like that's why I had to really look deep within myself and understand that I can't follow man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to get religious, but Jesus was a man who walked the earth. How can I follow a man who walked the same earth? He has some techniques of knowing things. He went and learned something. That's why a lot of people don't understand when you learn something that somebody else don't know and you come back and share it with them, they're gonna think you're a god.
Yep.
They're gonna think you are a special person. Man, that person know how to do this. Woo. It's like people who know how to dunk the basketball. Man, I wish I could dunk. All you got to do is work on your calves. You got Spud Webb, 5 feet. Nate Robinson, 5 feet. You got guys who are small and they know how to dunk. So why can't you know how to do the same thing? Quit trying to be like somebody else and be you, genuinely you. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow a man's path when you can guide, you can live you can run, really be your own trail. You can lead your own trail. Because the thing about life is this right here. You will never get to points of somebody else shooting the basketball. Doesn't go on
Real.
your record.
Real.
What that boy say? You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym?
Yeah. Wow.
Nah, man, it's real out here though, man.
Yeah. A lot of what I was reading, it was saying that this is beginning like in childhood. Like building up your paradigm with people being bullied, they being talked down to, told you can't do this, you can't do that. You never gonna amount to nothing. And then they start developing that complex. But when they go out and start doing something, they start copying people that they see that are getting through being bullied and being successful. Now, they start copying what they doing, they get some kind of success, and all of a sudden, like they start getting that feeling, well, I made this, I did this, but I shouldn't have done this. They start doubting everything they do, every move that they make. It's like, how did I get here? Somebody gonna find out.
Kiki is called work. I don't mean to cut you off, Mike, but Kiki is called work, Kiki. You got to put in that work. Everybody is built to dunk the basketball because it's all about what you put in your leg strength, your training. You have to train to know how to do these things. Lisa Leslie didn't just decide, oh, I want to. She already knew she had to train one day. Now you got more women dunking in the league than men around here. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you train for. Put your practice in. Practice what you want to do every single day. Practice every single day too, so you can have your future how you want it to be. That's
right.
all it is. But a lot of people don't want to put in the work. Everybody's in this microwave society. Oh, I want it right now. Oh, if I look like this right now, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be social media famous right now. All I gotta do is quote these scriptures or quote these words, put on these type of clothes, and then I'm gonna go viral. Yeah, I remember the little boy from Africa. He didn't even say nothing on his videos, and he went viral.
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't say.
Wow. But that's the thing. It still goes back to the vision. You got to see yourself down the road. And are you willing to go through the process to get there? Are you want to
That's
put
right.
in the work? Are you going to put in the work? It's a plan. First of all, you have a plan. Go through the process and you get a result. You got to know it. You got to know what to do.
Nah,
How
that's
to do it.
true.
And also going back to these different types of imposter syndrome, I wanted to touch on that. You got the superhero, the perfectionist, the soloist, the expert, and there was one more. Oh, a natural genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, five different ways. And if you really look at all of them kind of relate.
Yeah.
They relate in some form or fashion, you know, and a lot of it is about self, and that's what got me, man. When I was, and I keep seeing the part about workaholic and burnout and constructive criticism. You know, can you take it and not be personal about it? You know, this is a
Well, that's
broad
what the
topic,
people
man.
don't want.
Yeah.
Coach, they don't want to take that criticism. Some
Yeah.
people think that you're talking down on them. That's like when we was talking about communication the other week. When you tell somebody something and they take it as an argument when you're just really giving them the truth.
Right.
Now, the truth is so far from it, you know, the fake is the new real.
Yeah.
So you can't even tell people what's real no more because they thinking you a weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, you a weird, you ain't real. It's like, bro, I'm giving you the God honest truth, man.
That's right. And
you thinking I'm
say,
weird?
keep it 100. They want to say, keep it 100. They always want to say that and don't even know what that
But
is.
don't even know what 100 mean, though.
That's it.
Don't even know what 100 mean. That's where we at in society right now, to where people feel like that they have to prove something. Only person you got is you versus you. It's never you versus anybody. You should never look for external anything to make you feel like you somebody.
That's it, man.
You shouldn't ask for any validations outside of yourself, because you did the work for yourself. You did the work on yourself. Self-development, self-awareness is the only way that you're gonna surpass your peers or catch up with the ones that you want to see like.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the only way you're gonna do it. And if you don't become more self-aware of yourself, if you don't start looking within yourself more and more, you're gonna always be behind the 8 ball.
Wow.
Whatever that means.
Now, when you say 8 ball,
okay. Don't do it.
Oh my God, I'm about to choke to death.
No, but like you mentioned, dealing with that, you know, sometimes they don't actually, like, they don't realize the value of their own natural talents. They're suspicious about compliments. They're afraid to be lazy, like you mentioned, because like somebody's always watching me. I gotta look like I'm doing something. You pretty much, I mean, everybody talk to themselves in the mirror every day, but it's like when somebody walk in a room, it's almost like they're afraid to be called with a frown. They're gonna put a face and make it seem like everything is okay. Like, you know, are you okay today? What's wrong, baby? Like,
it's like a person
to play happy.
It's like a person going through depression.
Yeah.
That guy Twitch. You remember Twitch? Ellen DeGeneres DJ?
Right.
You would have never thought he was depressed.
That's it.
He smiles every day. He's always happy. But when he get to the house, you don't know what demons he's facing.
Right.
See, a lot of people think mental illness is a disease. Mental illness is because you're not aware of who you are and you haven't been able to face your own demons.
Yeah.
That's the only mental. That's the only thing about mental illness that's mental. It's called mental illness.
Yeah.
It's not physical illness. It's a mental illness. And a lot of people don't want to understand that this imposter syndrome is definitely a mental illness, to whereas you're trying to fake to the world that I'm okay. I'm all right. Please accept me for this facade that I'm giving you. And deep down, you're depressed. You're not happy with who you are.
Right.
Do you believe it can never last if you're gonna do that? If someone decides to fake it till they make it, so to speak, it can't ever last, can it? At some point, it has to end.
Depends on
if they're smart, I'm gonna say this right here. If they smart and they finally do make it, now it's time to be. You have enough money that you've made it, right? So now it's time to go into hiding and figure out, hey, what can I do better to make myself not be this way anymore?
Wow. Ooh.
How do I get rid? How do I become me now?
That's good.
But you know,
or you could just become the person you was faking to be.
Huh?
I said, or you could just become the person you was faking to be.
Yeah.
Kiki, I really don't think there are any positive aspects of it though. Me myself, I don't know all the things about life, but I don't feel like If you faking it, or if you feel like somebody's watching you, if you feel like you're not gonna achieve, if you sabotage yourself, I can't see any positivity in that, because you're steady living externally. You're not living internally. So how is anything externally, and you're living for the outside of you instead of the inside of you? Ain't nothing positive about living for the outside world.
Yeah, you'll
I
be
wouldn't
dying
give
on
two
the
fucks how
inside.
people look at me, because I know I'm good on who I am and what I do in life. What I do in life and who I am as a person, naturally born, genuine person, I'm gonna be good to the people I say I'm gonna be good to. I ain't gonna be on going to conventions. Oh, hey, what's up, y'all? Woo, woo, woo. And then when I see you in my hometown, or if I see you in your hometown, I ain't gonna run and hide from you.
That's it.
I ain't gonna be the person that just, oh, I can't, there they go. It's like, nah, we ain't gonna be faking these conventions. And then when I see you, oh man, nah, boy, I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling. Man, you were just cool at the convention 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And then you get around them, you like, then they, oh boy, hey, what's happening? Oh boy, I ain't doing nothing. Well, what was we doing at the convention? We were live and direct.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a
That's
good
like
one.
me and Coach met each other on a live, man. We was in the same group. We got on the same stream, and ever since then, we've been rocking.
There it is.
Me and Michael. Michael joined the live when I was doing my show at 8 o'clock in the morning. Mike said, man, I like what you're doing, bro. You're doing some positive things. You know, I'm digging you. And me and Michael been rocking. Me and Alejandro the same way. I say, man, I'm never gonna be nobody. I don't care who I'm with, who I'm around, none of that. No outside person is gonna tell me, oh, that's not your friend. Man, you don't even know these people. Shut up.
Right? Right.
There it is.
Every time I done seen all of y'all, I've been the same dude. Ain't gonna change. I'm gonna be the. Every time Coach come down, I pull up on him.
There it is.
Every time.
I look forward to it. I'm like, yes, sir. Let her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true story now. That is a true story. Anytime. And I appreciate that, man, because, you know, it's hard to find these days somebody who's going to keep it all the way live every time. You know, at some point, they're going to get around somebody and fake it. You know, that happens. That's a given. Like we said in the beginning of the show, sometimes some people has been like that, know somebody like that, or somebody still like that. That's just what it is, you know. But there are ways that you can get rid of some of it.
Kiki is out of control.
Put it up. We can't see it.
Kiki. Oh my God. Hold on. Here she go. So you got to go over the bullet points again, Coach.
Hey, what? The type of
Wow.
Hey, you got a perfectionist, a superwoman, a natural genius, a soloist, and an expert.
Yeah. And I'm all
when that stuff comes in handy. There are times, you know, like when you manifesting, for example, all the coaches, when they're talking about manifesting, they say you got to be delusional. You got to see yourself down the road, see what you want, and you have to impress it upon your subconscious as if it's now, right? But then eventually, your subconscious or your conscious mind starts to believe what your delusions were showing you. So once you start to believe that, you start to manifest that into your life.
So would you agree to disagree about you being delusional?
I always have been. So go ahead. Tell me about my damn hair. What you got?
I was gonna ask you if you ever seen yourself with a hair full of hair right now.
Years ago, I got pictures.
We gotta.
You got pictures to prove it.
Yeah. I had it.
Oh, that's too funny. But
Hey,
nah,
they
man, I
say,
like that delusional though, because Busta Rhymes said that in an interview the other day that I was looking at, and he was like, you have to be so delusional that you're the only one. People are gonna think you're delusional because you're the only one believing it until it happens. And
Yeah.
then when it happens, oh man, I knew you could do it. Come on, man, get out of my face, man.
Exactly.
Imposter syndrome, right
Yeah.
there.
So kind
When
of
you
like
got
Moses.
people who didn't believe in you.
I mean, not Moses. Who was it? Noah? Noah in the ark. People thought he was crazy.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Came
what
to
you building that for? Man, it's gonna rain. I guess a big storm coming. Man, get out of here. It ain't nothing coming.
Yep. Not a
You
cloud.
know.
That
But you
first
have to build your own table. Like Eric Thomas say, build your own table.
yeah.
You don't have to go to nobody else's table.
Yeah,
Build
I ain't
your
gotta
table
have a
that
seat at
way.
your table.
See,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
I like that one. I heard that one. Yeah.
Right. But you gotta read, I start reading some of his book, You Owe You. But yeah, man, because you owe you that. You can't wait on nobody else to give you anything in this world. Your kids should never be waiting on you. You should teach your children how to survive in a world that nobody's going to give them anything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm proud of my dad for, man. He said, "But ain't nothing like your own. Ain't nothing like
Kiki,
your
what
own."
is supper? What is supper? Ain't nobody heard of supper in so long. That's some country talk. What is
Dinner.
supper? I know it. I'm just messing with it.
that part. Make your own supper.
Kiki with that. Kiki, get out of
Supper.
here with that St. Louis talk.
Make your
Yeah, down in the deep woods of St. Louis.
and I'm in the same city as Kiki. I haven't heard the word separate in so long.
And you in the cooking business.
Huh?
And you a
the,
chef.
the
You
middle.
ain't heard supper.
Last time I heard separate, they was talking about Jesus, and that was this last one.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Boy, you something,
Oh
man.
man.
That's
But
it.
dog, man, it's real though, man. I love this topic because it exposes a lot of truths about people these days who's on this social media, man, that's not really giving you who they are, man. And it's like we can't. It's like even Tava, man. Tava taught me a thing or two about people in general because that was the reason I didn't go. I didn't go back into the corporate world because you had to be a certain quota. You had to be a certain person to be in the corporate world. To where I ain't finna smile at you if I don't like you. If I don't like you, I don't like you, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk right past you without saying nothing. I ain't gotta be your friend. It ain't necessary to be everybody's friend. Everybody, my circle should be small anyway.
Right.
Because if you got a big circle of people around you, how do you know what's real? You got to keep your grass cut low so you can see them snakes. But a
Mm.
lot of people
Woo!
love to be around a crowd of people. They want to be recognized as somebody. The
Right.
billionaires around this world, they got on t-shirts and jeans and ain't let nobody what they check like, man.
Right.
But the black people in the black community, we want to expose our hand. We want to be the ones, oh, I got a Rolls Royce. I got a Bentley truck. Man, nobody care about that, man. If you got a Bentley truck, drive it on the weekends because it's not really good for the economy on the weekdays.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Get you a Hyundai. Drive your Hyundai. Get you a new Honda or something. You know, stay low key, man. Put you some tints on your windows and get a whole bunch of paper, man, and stay out the way. People around here thinking they supposed to be in the way for some reason. Man, who care? Man, nobody care what you doing. Stay out the way, man. Go get your bag and be quiet.
Yeah.
And that comes way back from them slavery days. That goes through generations. Everybody want to show what you got. You want people don't just take it for, oh, I got this. You got to show everybody. And they even came up with ways to sell to black people, make it look, give it a lot of bling. Black person to buy it, because that's
Right.
what our people think that they need. They want to get the name brands. When what good is the name brand?
They not putting nothing back in the hood. They not buying a neighborhood YMCA and giving out free classes on how to learn how to do build stuff or create stuff. They not giving out creators content classes, and they not helping the youth learn how to come and have a trade or something. So why buy their clothes? Why buy them people's stuff, man? Because we want to look good, we want to fake it. Kiki, I like that. But see, Kiki, that's the thing about it. They can't make it clear in the beginning because then you're gonna expose their hand. That's why they don't make it clear in the beginning. I done met so many people in that Tava and network marketing, bro, and I thought they was real until I seen them without the makeup on. Meaning catching them outside these events. Meaning catching them outside that event.
Wow.
Meaning actually catching them with no
makeup.
Literally.
No makeup on. I see on Facebook every day.
Wow.
Man, yeah. Too crazy.
But it's good, man. I'm glad you came up with this topic, man. Yeah,
you know,
that's Mr. Doubtful over there.
That's who it was? Doubtful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, man, because it's growing rapid in society today, man. All the way, even in our government, man.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
You know, you can find it everywhere,
man, I forgot
in all aspects of life, especially in the church too. You know, I ain't gonna trip. You know, it's everywhere. That's why a lot of people leaving the church.
Yeah.
Because of imposter syndrome. You know, so I definitely like it. It's something I'm gonna delve into more even after today, because as I read it, you know, I saw some of me in it. You know, because I like to work alone. You know, but I don't feel like I'm an imposter, but it's just some of those characteristics, like not trusting anybody to do the work because they failed me so many times. I got to go do it myself.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I say it's like a thin line as you go through these characteristics, through these types of syndromes. You know, being a superhero, I understand today that I can't control anybody. You know, I can't help everybody. I want to be a servant, though. You see what I'm saying about the thin line? You want to be a servant, but there's some people you can't help. You know,
Coach. Well, everybody, when it comes to that Superman syndrome, one thing, in a lot of ways, is not good in your personal life. But when I was in the military, when I was in the Army, that's what we were taught. You're invincible. You go into combat. You know what we said as a prayer before we deployed when I was in special forces?
What?
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for I am the baddest motherfucker in the valley.
Wow.
Tell me that ain't Superman syndrome.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you jumped off that plane, you were invincible. Once you hit the ground and the bullets start flying, things change. But your attitude going in was focused, pinpoint focus, because you knew you were unbeatable. But in a normal, everyday society, it just does not work.
It's kind of like the same they give you when you're playing football, when you go into the huddle, about to run into that field.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I do feel like it do work though, Mike.
Huh?
It does work. Because you got to have that type of mentality though, man, even in your everyday life. If you walking around here doubting yourself, then you the imposter. So if I tell myself every day I'm the baddest motherfucker on the field, I'm talking about life field.
Yeah.
It has to work. Because I walk through any neighborhood, do whatever I want to do when I go there. I go where I want to go because I'm them. I was talking to my partner the other day, and he was talking about, oh boy, you can't trust these young guys. You gotta watch these. I said, why you gotta watch them? If you really was a part of them streets like you say you were, you telling me you was this dude growing up, but then yet still you gotta watch a young person. All you doing is watching the mirror. Because that young dude, if you was really that dude outside,
You already
like
know
you
what
said
he
you
about to do.
was, you gonna know what they gonna do. Because that's what you did.
Come on.
You did the same exact thing. These boys ain't created nothing new. People thinking, oh, we created this rap music. Man, get out of here. You young cats ain't, you don't know who Sugar Hill is. You don't even know who the first rapper is.
Yep.
Who's the first rap group to go gold? They couldn't even tell you that. Because they faking, they thinking they the truth when they haven't did their homework to know who the truth is.
Right.
Run DMC was the first rap group to go gold in the history of rap.
Yeah. That's like asking them who's the best storyteller as a rapper.
Exactly.
They don't know. But I mean,
Because because see, you got to remember something. When you go back to the beginning, it's like say, people always say it's good to know your history, so you don't have to be out here trying to create a history that ain't yours.
Right.
It's good to know your history, but you got to remember you study the history of the unknowns, though. Not just Malcolm, not just Martin. You got some people like Garvey. Everybody don't know Garvey. In the beginning, everybody didn't know Garvey. Let me say that. Now they probably know Garvey, but everybody don't know Emmett Till's story. Everybody don't know these Sigourney Weaver stories. They don't know the I said Sigourney Weaver. Man, get out of here.
You mean so?
But they don't know the Frederick Douglass story. They don't know the stories of everybody. So they'll try to create some type of atmosphere that makes them feel like they are the inventors of something. Oh, I started this. Now, man, you got to remember, we had people doing these type of things before you got here. The world is not just round, but we get our information from the creators and we make it to our own. Now, it sounds different coming out of my mouth, but I got the basis. You got to have the basis from somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you 3 C's. I'm going to give you 3 C's that's going to help you not be in that imposter world and not be that fake person. First, you got to get clarity. Get clarity of who you are, what do you want, and where you're going. And then you have to make a choice on what you're going to do every day. And then you create the strategy. Because if you don't create the strategy, you're going to keep going in circles and you're not going to get anywhere. But you got to remember that first one is the baddest thing in the world. I tell people every day, man, I self-develop every single day.
Yeah.
Self-development is not a, oh boy, I'm healed. Get out of here. You ain't healed in no 1 week. Man, you get cut on your arm, that don't even heal in a week. Get out of here, man.
Yep.
People talking about I'm woke, and I understand. You read 2 books, now you woke. Man, being woke is a life. It's a lifestyle. Like we used to say in Tava, it's a lifestyle. It's not no 5-minute gig. This ain't no 2-minute thing we doing around here. We around here coming up with these different topics because we're doing the research and we're feeling. I'm listening to the greats, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I listen to the greatest of the greats. And I go into books that people don't even read, I've never heard of. I listen to like Joe Dispenza. I didn't know Joe Dispenza until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's when I was doing the morning show, Mike. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing my morning show, that's when I started doing Joe Dispenza. Because Joe was talking about neuroscience. He was enlightening my mind.
Right.
And that's who I want to be around, people who are going to give me great ideas, people who are going to make me say, damn, whoa, what was that? Man, let me go back into that. Let me read that again. Or let me listen to that again. You know what I'm saying? Because if we keep on just doing the same old, that paperwork, that old light work, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing the shadow work. When you do the shadow work, you looking at you see a lot of people can't even see their shadows at a certain time of day. But it's still there. Yeah. Even in the nighttime. The moon gonna reflect shadow.
Absolutely.
Yep. A lot of people
don't understand that. People think just because the sun gone, I ain't got a shadow no more.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right. That's good,
No, I said
man.
people are afraid of their
What'd you
shadow.
say?
I said some
A
people
lot
are
of
afraid.
people, what, Alejandro? A lot of people are afraid of their shadow. I like that.
Yeah, they have so many followers. Like even the whole thing right now with BBLs. Do they even know who was the? Just asking you guys, who was the first person to have a BBL? Like who are they idolizing with that? They think.
I have not a clue, brother.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, like, you know, back then they had a woman, Sarah Bareman, like, you know, she was a slave. You probably heard about her, but she had a deformed butt, and they put her on display in England because she had a big butt, and it's like people was idolizing. And now they're doing like BBLs. People are getting sick. People are dying from, you know, trying to get a BBL.
Yeah.
And do all this stuff. It's like the woman had like, you know, that keloid skin. That's why she was shaped like that. They idolize it.
Right.
These white, oh my gosh, I want to experience this.
Right.
It's crazy.
That's where the Botox come in at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll try anything. But yeah.
Instead of understanding that all you got to do is go do some squats or do this other exercise where I see these ladies, they'll be on the bench, they have their back on the weight bench and lifting the weights up with their hips.
Oh, that's just doggy style.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what this dude?
This lady,
what are you talking about?
This lady, Claire Joseph, she shared in one of her articles that the 4 P indicators of imposter syndrome. 4 P's was perfectionism, paralysis, people pleasing, and procrastination.
People pleasing. Come on, boy, you know it. People pleasing is big now.
Yeah.
I gotta make the world know that I'm still the baddest bitch. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
If you a real dude, nobody cares. But you got these fake dudes out here who loving these women. You hear what the baby said? One of them rappers talking about if she ain't got no fake booty, I don't want her. What the
That's it.
nonsense is
that? Not at all.
Yo.
That don't make sense.
But that goes back to like what Eddie Griffin was saying. She got fake this, fake that, fake this, but she want a real one. How you gonna get you a real one? You fake as hell.
It ain't gonna work.
That's like I'm gonna get you sucker when she started taking off everything. She hopping around on one leg, but she was the baddest chick in the club.
Yeah. So you heard those 4 P's, right? And people pleasing was the one that stood out, right? And perfectionism, and you know, so one of the things that we could do, or someone could do, what she was saying that you could do to help normalize or make it better or correct it, is to encourage open conversation. Instead of people pleasing, to encourage open conversation. You know, help people identify clear success. You know, so it still boils down to me for communication. If you ain't communicating, none of this can get better. None of this imposter syndrome can be better. You know, you're gonna be stuck in it if you don't communicate. Because you gotta encourage celebrating wins and successes. We don't do that for everybody. You know, and I know we do it here, like when Alejandro was telling us he won the contract and all that. We celebrate him. You know, man, great job. You know, when you talk about it already, you're gonna be speaking on the stage. We already celebrating that because you've declared and decreed it already. It's gonna happen. We know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When Mike got in his truck, you know, and he gonna back up in 3.2 seconds. You know, stuff like that. That we're good at. We celebrate each other at, you know, and that's what the world don't do. Or these circles that people call themselves in, they don't do. They don't celebrate each other, man. And you got to discourage the negative self-talk.
I learned that from Ebony, man. Ebony taught me that celebrate everybody, man. Regardless if you like them, regardless if you know them. You celebrate people. You are grateful that this other person made it. You're grateful that this other person did something good because you're next.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, the more you celebrate somebody else, you got to understand that you are coming next. It's going to be your turn. it's gonna be your turn eventually, because you're grateful to be in a circle of people who are winning. You're grateful, you're not mad because somebody win and it ain't your turn. You're grateful that you in the circle of winners.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a lot of what separates people like us from people that actually have the imposter syndrome, because we're not living with fear. Everything we do it 100%. There is no
Right.
faking. The people with the imposter syndrome, they're doing stuff. They could be doing the exact same thing that we're doing, but they're faking it. They're not doing the studying. They say, "Oh, well, I'm listening to this and I'm listening to that one," but they can't repeat anything back that supposedly they heard. They saying
But
what
they not.
somebody
But
else
Mike,
said to them.
I don't mean to cut your wisdom, Mike. But they not even listening. They're just mimicking. They're putting on the clothes. You know what I'm saying? They putting on the makeup. They got the wig on.
Mm-hmm.
They not even listening to the words. They thinking, if I look the part, if I do the Steve Harvey for y'all, I'm gonna be straight.
Yep.
I like
We
that.
making him an adjective now. He's an adjective now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Boy,
But
that's
yeah,
a good.
Kiki, for me, the celebration is real because of the teachers who taught me, not just Ebony, but the other teachers, as far as Billy Carson, 19 Keys, the Joe Dispenzas. That's what they tell you. That's what they teach you in their in their speeches or in their speakings, in their teachings. They tell you you have to show gratitude for everything. You have to be grateful for everything. If you see somebody who's speeding behind you, if you see somebody blowing the horn, your words should be, "Hey man, I pray that they make it to their destination safely." Not say, "Bitch, hold up, slow your ass." You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't go to the negative. We should pray that, say, "Man, I pray that these people get to their destination safely." See, that's what gratitude is. That's when you're just like, you're always happy. I mean, you always in a mood of, say, "Man, I'm gonna pray for you." I ain't gonna just say it to say it. I'm letting you know. If I say that I'm gonna pray for you, I'll take the time out. I give myself a moment of silence and I say, "Hey man, I pray that Kiki's situation gets better, or I pray that Kiki's success is greater than anybody that she's around. I pray that Kiki be the first millionaire in her family." You gotta be understanding that, hey man, if you're gonna be the first millionaire in your family and we're associated in some form of fashion, that means I can be that person too, to do the same thing. And if I see it happen for you, I know that I had that in my subconscious mind. I mean, in my conscious mind, to where I seen that coming.
Yeah.
Before Ebony made Diamond in the company, before Ebony made Diamond, I told her, I say, "Man, you putting in too much work, homegirl. You're gonna be a diamond, and you're gonna be a diamond in a few minutes." 2 weeks later, she was a diamond.
Wow.
That's it.
Because I see people's efforts. When you see somebody's efforts, man, when you see somebody putting in that work, and you see them, and you really know them people, though. Even if I don't know you, I'ma wish you greatness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it definitely does. You know what I'm saying? It feels good when you got a stranger, or you got a friend, or you got a sister or brother celebrating your victory.
Yeah.
It feels great.
It's important to know that you don't need it to validate you, though.
Yeah.
It's important to know that you don't need it to validate you, but
Right.
when you do see it, it motivates you a little more.
Yep.
That's big,
it makes
though.
you go harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it be many times I don't want to go to the gym, man. I be like, "Boy, that gym, boy, I don't know." But then when baby say, "Hey, boy, them shoulders looking good. Boy, that back starting to pop out." Oh, what? Oh, let me get up there again. Let me get my butt back in this gym.
That's the biggest part, being able to be consistent with it, man. I'll go, but once I make the plan to be consistent, I'm gonna write out a plan, man, because I think that's big, and you feel better when you do it anyway, whether somebody see it or not.
Right.
It's a better feeling regardless.
Right.
Man, for me, I joined Anytime Fitness, so 24 hours a day I can go. On the way home from work, no matter what time it is, straight to the gym, work out for about an hour or so, come home, eat, take a shower, sleep. I'm good.
Yeah.
And I've actually been consistent since the day before Thanksgiving.
Wow, that's good, man.
Wait,
Great
bro.
job.
Where you
Great
at right
job.
Hey, y'all gonna look at me one and take yeah.
You heard me? Where you at right now, Mike?
Huh?
Where you at?
What you mean?
Where are you right now? You at the gym or you at the hotel?
No, I'm at the hotel.
Are you about to work them back muscles?
Hey, Kiki thought y'all was coming for me. I'm glad y'all went for him.
I had to get it out.
Yeah. Boy, y'all
Boy,
wild.
out of control.
Don't doubt me.
Hey, it
Man.
was nice though. This is a
Doing
good
it that
one, man.
works for me. Before, my problem was getting home, changing clothes, going back out. And it's like,
Yeah.
yo,
Right.
you get home, especially me after all day driving, 10, 12 hours.
Like if I go home, I'm not going back out.
Exactly.
I will leave the restaurant, go to the gym, work out, you know, because if I come all the way home, change clothes, am I going back out late? It's not gonna happen.
It's best for me to do it like Keith do it, early in the morning.
Yeah.
I got to
Before
go. I got to be that 5 a.m. man. Or it won't happen.
Yeah. I'm usually in there about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I come out about 7 o'clock, 7:30, and then I can get my day started. I feel good because my mind is already flowing. My blood is already pumping. So when I get to the job site, I'm like an animal. I'm already pumped up.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's a real good time working out there early too. It's like it gives oxygen to your brain, and you just
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, 6 o'clock in the morning at Planet Fitness, bro. Man, that thing look like a club.
Wow.
You be having to wait on machines. I'd be like, say, man, I need to come at 5:30, but you know, sometimes at 5:30 be beating me up. So I get in there by 6, and I'd be like, I look at what machine is not being used, or if somebody's on it, and then I'll time myself. I go do some legs, and then I come back to the back. I'll go back over there do my back machine, and then I'll be like, okay, they finna get ready to get off of that one. Then I go do some dips. I go do some pull up, just because I know the machines are gonna be taken up, man. It's like you can't be, you know what I'm saying? I can't do a routine. I just gotta be watching.
Get in.
Like you said, you want to do leg day. When you want to do when you try to do just one thing, you ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna get on that machine because now everybody over here doing legs. 18 people want to do legs now. You know, and I used to feel like I was getting followed. Like, yeah. Damn, y'all, everybody want to get on this machine? Come on, man. But now, man, I like them 3 C's though, man. Clarity, making a choice, and creating a strategy for you not to be involved in that fake it till you make it syndrome.
Exactly.
Because that right there, man, is gonna keep us in a world of unknowing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our youth out here trying to follow some fake people or trying to go get BBLs at 17. It's like, come on, man, we can't have this fake world no more, man. We got to get rid of all these fake people and quit applauding the fakeness. You know what I'm saying? That's the business. Once we stop applauding the fake people, once we stop applauding that nonsense, then we can start practicing on being real with each other. Say, man, I really don't appreciate what you did on that. Hey, man, I think we should, you know, like KD say, have a communication, have a conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation, just don't let it be to the conversation to the point of where it gets abusive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be able to be a grown person. Yeah, I hear people always talking about they grown, but they still stay with their mamas or they stay with their cousin. They sleeping on auntie couch, but I'm grown. Come on, man. All that fake stuff, man.
Like, who are you
Grown
trying?
people stand on their own 2 feet, man.
Yeah. Like, you shouldn't have to go around telling people that you grown or telling your woman, respect me as a man. Your woman should already know that you're a man.
Right.
There you go. There you go. Real talk.
Exactly. Because you be man.
Yeah.
One article is saying recognize and respect you have imposter syndrome. You know, some people don't realize when they do have it. You know, if you have it, recognize it, that way you can attack it. You know, you can know how to get rid of it or know how to become better. Because if you just faking it till you make it, or self-doubt or whatever, whichever one it is you have, if you don't recognize it, you can't fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't fix it. So that's big for me. That, you know, to understand when you have it and know the quality, the characteristics of it. You know, that's big.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, man, it's been a great show. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's been another wonderful conversation between us, and we appreciate everybody for giving their input in that conversation, with enjoying the conversation with y'all, man. So, man, we're gonna go with Mr. Doubtful, man. Got to take a hard look in the mirror. That's what I'm talking about, Vanity. Yeah.
My last words are, you know, what is it? Depends on what type of man.
Oh my goodness.
Facts.
That's good. That's good.
Hey,
Go ahead,
man versus male.
Yeah, because I can sit up there and talk about this right now.
We gonna come back next week with that one. Yeah, go, Mr. Doubtful. Take us up out of here, man. We got.
I want to say, you know, never doubt yourself, no matter what other people do, because at the end of the day, God don't call anointed; He anoints the called.
Woo!
Yeah.
You know I like that one, baby. Yes, sir. You can get out again. You can get out again, dog. You can get out again.
That God don't call the anointed; He anoints the called.
Wow.
He anoints the called. Say that was in that was at the church about 2 weeks ago, right? You heard that at the church? I'm just joking. I'm just
Praise Jesus.
Praise him.
Oh man.
I got one thing I want to say. Switch from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I definitely like that one. Mike, what you got?
Well, all I can say is there's a thin line between those with an imposter mindset and those that believe in themselves. Because you can fake it till you make it, but eventually you're gonna have to start believing. And so if you doubt yourself, you ain't never gonna go. You can't believe you can't be an imposter if you believe it.
Woo! Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like I said earlier, and I always say, man, no change occurs without self-awareness. You can't change without self-responsibility. Because if you don't take responsibility on all you things you stand on, man, you gotta stand on that, man. Like E40 and them say, I stand on that. But hey, it's been another great episode, man, and we appreciate all y'all in a major way. Coach, boy, it's going down tonight.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, man, until the next time. Peace, y'all.
Y'all.
Oh, man.